Yeah, like I said, I think that my mental played a lot in it because I don't know about you, but I'm an emotional eater. So I'm in my daughter's room, which I'm turning it into my office. Moving a lot around right now with adjusting to the 3-month-old, moving nursery, moving her nursery around and moving my office around and transitioning rooms, but whatever. So I wanted to just express how important it is, again, with your, not only your nutrition, but your mental state when it comes to your milk production. So I'm going to actually show you how my milk production was last week because mentally I was exhausted. I don't have the best of both worlds. I have the best of three worlds as a mom of three because I have a 3-month-old, I have a 4-year-old, and I have an 18-year-old that's graduating. And life's been life, and that 18-year-old, they'll try you, okay? But anyway, so I just want to show you how my milk production was versus how it is today because I'm having an amazing day today. Okay? This is actually from this morning, but this was from my right boob because I usually get more out of my left boob because that's the boob she prefers. But this is just to show you, ignore my thumb, y'all. But anyway, this is what I was getting. And she's 3 months. So she's up to about 5.5 ounces. So I literally was only able to pump maybe 1.5 bottles. But let me show you this morning. I got up, I worked out, I was hydrated, my energy levels were up, my mental is up, and I'm going to show you what the difference is. Look at that from one boob. That's literally probably a bottle and a half right there, just off of one boob. So I got 2.5 bottles right now, because I'm such in a better headspace today. And of course, focusing on my nutrition and staying hydrated. And just like I said, we got 2.5 bottles. And these are new bags. So I usually use these 2 to 3 times before I dispose of them. And it's worked for me, but I got to order some more. But this is really good versus me having just maybe 2 bottles yesterday, and then I'm gonna pump again in 2 hours. So still do latch her as well because I'm exclusively breastfeeding, so I pump and I latch, but I've been trying to be very intentional and consistent with pumping as well because I have a trip coming up in May. And last week, I actually had to dip into my frozen milk stash because my milk production was so low last week. So I'm working to kind of build that stash back up. So as I'm pumping, I'm storing these bags, latching, and just kind of trying to time everything. And just like I said, just working to continue to increase my milk production so that I can build that supply back up and keep it in the freezer while I latch her and also have a supply, a fresh supply that I can refrigerate that I can use as well. So nutrition is very important, especially when you're breastfeeding, because I noticed last week that my 3-month-old, she was constipated, and it was because I was not getting enough greens in. I wasn't eating enough fiber. And of course, what I was eating, naturally, it affected her. And I noticed when I started eating broccoli, she would go a few minutes afterwards. I would eat the broccoli, latch her on, or pump that milk. And when she digested that milk, it would help her go. So I definitely don't want a fussy, constipated baby, gassy baby, because it makes them very gassy. So I was very intentional about, doing the broccoli, and I did it multiple times. So it definitely works. I bought some asparagus and some spinach this week as well. And just making sure that I get, my greens in so that she's not constipated. And I did give her something for the gas. This is what I gave her. This is a really good brand, or you can try the Remedies brand. But this one has a day and a night time. So I gave this to her, and it definitely helps with gas and constipation. And the fussiness, of course, from the constipation. And yeah, so this week I'm just making sure I do my part, for a healthy me and healthy baby.